Hello everyone, I'm Jacob Kaufman, I'm the Nerd on the Street, and today we are unboxing a StarTech hard drive dock. So this is something I've wanted to get for a while, not this specific model, but just something that did this functionality. This is a hard drive dock or a hard drive mount. Basically what it does is it lets you plug in a 3.5-inch internal desktop hard drive or a 2.5-inch laptop internal hard drive. It lets you plug that into your computer. Now this is sort of an expensive model. You can find connectors to connect hard drives to your computer externally for pretty cheap. However, there's a few things that make this a little bit more expensive. For one thing, it's got USB 3.0 functionality. Whenever I'm looking at any serious storage solutions, I pretty much don't even consider USB 2.0 anymore. I've got several USB 3.0 external hard drives, and I don't think I can ever go back to USB 2.0 for storage. This model also has eSATA capability. Not sure if that'll work with Linux on my computer, but I'm going to try it out. This model also has a fan to keep the hard drive cool while it's working, and also this is just an actual dock. Rather than some of these are literally just plugs that you plug the hard drive into and you plug it into your computer. Something like this is a little bit more polished, and if you're going to be connecting and disconnecting hard drives all the time, then you're going to want something like a dock in order to just kind of put less wear and tear on the hard drives themselves. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and open this up, and the reason why I want this is sort of for a backup / archival solution. You know, video files take up a lot of space, and I don't like to delete anything on my computer. Now, recently I've had to start deleting source files. I've started having to delete unedited video files from my computer after I'm done editing the videos, and I don't like doing that. I want to stop doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting hard drives, just like 2 terabyte or 4 terabyte internal hard drives, and just archiving away all of this old footage, the unedited footage, onto hard drives. It'll be easier to do that with something like this. So we've got the device itself there. I guess let's go ahead and take a look at this. Let's make this unboxing unique and actually look at the product itself first. So it's wrapped in bubble wrap that is taped shut, so we will take that tape off, throw that off to the side, and open this bubble wrap up. Here is the device itself. It is actually smaller than I thought it would be, but that's alright. It has rubber feet on the bottom, which is nice. Didn't expect it to have rubber feet. It's pretty light, but not as light as I was fearing. Basically, I just wanted something that was sort of solid build quality. And yeah, this is not metal. I can tell this is obviously plastic. But, you know, I think it's going to work out just fine. I can see down in there the SATA plug down there, and there's a flap here. That flap is up when you're putting in a 2.5-inch hard drive or SSD. And then when you put in a 3.5-inch hard drive, it just covers up that flap and sticks right in. There's an eject button here, and I can actually see down there. So what the eject button does is it mechanically lifts up the bottom of this dock. It lifts up the plastic around the plug, and it physically pushes the drive up and unplugs it. So that button will unplug the drive for you, and then you lift it up out of this thing yourself. So that's nice, so you don't have to worry about pulling the drive out manually. And then there is what looks to be a light, because I don't think it's a button, so I'm going to assume it's some sort of light there. On one side, we've got a knob to control the fan speed, and it starts it off, and then it just goes up. But yeah, that knob, you do have to manually control this fan speed, so you can have it on if you think that you need it, or off if you don't think that you need it. We've got a power button over here, and the power button is one of those clicky power buttons where, like, clicks in, and now it's on, clicks out, and now it's off. So that's cool. Looks like we've got like a 12-volt power connector there, and then USB 3.0 Type B connection on here to a Type A connection on your computer, and then that eSATA port. So yeah, like I said, rubber feet on the bottom. Looks like we've got a quality check sticker there. And I was kind of worried that this big StarTech.com logo would be obnoxious. I was actually considering painting over this thing. I was thinking about what kind of paint could I get to cover that up. But yeah, that logo is not as big as I thought it would be because this entire device is smaller than I thought it would be. which is perfectly fine. You know, if it does the job, if it lets me plug in hard drives and unplug hard drives, or rather plug in hard drives and then use that handy button to eject them. If it does those basic functions, then yeah, that's perfectly fine. Then it's small. Probably helps keep the costs down because this was not the most expensive device in the world. So if we set that off to the side, we do have here some cables. We have an eSATA cable, an all black eSATA cable. And yeah, like I said, I will try using eSATA with this device on my computer just because I'm curious. I've heard some people say that their computer's eSATA ports only work under Windows and not under Linux. So me being a Linux guy, I of course want to check and just see if it works. I'm not sure what the actual max speeds for eSATA versus USB 3.0 are. But yeah, worst comes to worst, the eSATA port won't work, but the USB 3.0 will work. And we've got a USB 3.0 cord here, and it's got the signature blue inside of the cord to signify that it is indeed USB 3.0 and not just plain old USB 2.0. Like I said, absolutely love USB 3.0. It also has the super speed logo on the Type A and Type B sides of it. So in here we've got, looks like we've got a manual. I think it's a manual. Introduction, packaging content, system requirements, front view, rear view, installation, driver installation, which hopefully we won't need a driver installation. No driver installation is required for the compatible operating systems, as this enclosure is natively supported, so the drivers are already installed. All right. So we've got Windows instructions, and that's it. But yeah, I'm fairly confident this will work with Linux. Or rather, I'm fairly confident that Linux will work with this. Got a QR code here, hard drive dock adapter for more information about this great product. And oh, there's an add-on that you can get that I guess, oh, SATA 2.5 inch or 3.5 inch IDE adapter. So you can get an IDE adapter to plug into this. That's something I might actually consider getting because, like I said, you can get really cheap plug-in connectors that connect SATA to USB on your computer, and I would not want to get one of those for what I'm using this for, but I do have some old IDE hard drives laying around, and I have been considering picking up just one of those cheap $20 plugs to connect IDE hard drives to my computer, because I'm not going to be plugging and unplugging IDE hard drives every day, so I don't want to spend a bunch of money on a dock like this. But yeah, it's something that I want to have the ability to do in the future. So yeah, so that's cool. So I'll definitely take a look at that, see how much it is at least. Can't hurt to see how much it is. And finally, we've got a little box in here. I assume it has a power supply because this thing does take its own power supply, both to power the hard drive and to power that fan. So this is interesting. I think that this is a... I actually don't know where all these plugs come from. I think this is... One of these is European and one of them's Asian. Not sure which is which. All I know is that neither of them is American. Or neither of them is US at least. I wonder if they're labeled. Hong Kong is what this one says. But maybe they were all just made in China. Yeah, I don't know. We've got the big one with the fat yet short prongs is this one. Then here's the one with the tilted prongs. And then we've got the one with the two prongs that are like long and circular. Okay. And then here's the United States one. That's the two flat prongs. So yeah. I think it's interesting seeing the what other countries use for their plugs. But yeah, here we've got the wall wart, as some might call it. I just call it a power brick. And you just slide in whatever country of choice you want into this power brick and click it in, and now this is a United States plug. So guess it's good that they support so many different things. Yeah, this says Hong Kong on it too, so I guess these were all made in Hong Kong. I guessed 12 volt. I was completely... Oh, yeah. Output 12 volt, 2 amps. So I was completely right on that. And then there's a little button here to... Oh, you push the button and slide this up if you want to take it out later, but it's not like an eject button or anything. So yeah, then you've got the 12 volt plug there. And that plugs into the dock. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about this product, let me know. Once I get a system set up with archiving and backing up and stuff, then I'm certainly going to show you guys my system, my setup in more detail, because right now this is just one piece of it. I also need to get hard drives, and I need to work up a software solution unless I'm just going to, I might just end up copying it all manually, because it really doesn't take that long to copy and paste files and then delete them once they're copied. But yeah, if you have any questions about this product, let me know. Talk to me at the forums over at nerdonthestreet.com if you want to know a little bit more information about it. But yeah, for now, that's all for this video. So I'm Jacob Kaufman with nerdonthestreet.com, and I will see you guys later. Bye.